This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 996. I am Brian Kilby. Radio Free Cybertron is the world's first and oldest toy and action figure podcast, and we're just a few episodes away from episode 1000, and I don't know what that means. I mean, it means we're approaching another number, but I don't know how I feel about it. With me this week, we have Chris. He's back, and I think he has thoughts about episode 1000.
Do I?
Yeah, well, you almost said something, so I'm assuming that you had thoughts.
Oh, see, I was going to make the same joke that you made at your own expense. Was that just means that there's another number on the episode?
Okay.
Number. We're going for 3 digits to 4.
Yeah.
You stepped on my comment is the problem.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah, basically.
Matt.
Hello.
Matt's audio is a little funky. It'll be fixed next week, so you'll just,
Hopefully.
Well, it will be. Check your texts. It'll be fixed next week. Don.
Hello.
Hello, Don. Don. Diecast.
I'm here.
Diecast has had a bad day, so he's here to pick up the news as we talk about it because he hasn't looked at the show notes yet. And there's Rob.
I also haven't really looked at the show notes yet.
That's okay. We will guide you along.
Excellent.
So, 25 years ago this week, I guess it was. Today would have been Sunday, so I wouldn't have been there. But BotCon 2001 in Durham, North Carolina. My first BotCon experience. Still better at Triplet for taking me. Thank you, Chris, for taking me. Chris Triplet. Darn you for leaving 2 hours after we got there. So, yeah.
I was in North Carolina in 2001. I was within driving distance, and I didn't know a thing about this show.
Yeah. I remember that. That's when you were in the Marines, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Forgot about it.
It's not your fault because if you don't know about it, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's annoying 25 years later, though.
I still have nightmares about how BotCon 2001 smelled. I'm not going to lie. I had a blast, and I saw people in person that I had built friendships with, and those have lasted a lifetime. But BotCon 2001 was also back in the day when conventions stank. It was rough. Really rough. But it was fun. Got to see a lot of things. Got to attend some panels. I even recorded some panels and posted them to the show. I don't remember if I asked approval from the Hartmans or not for that, but nobody said anything. So if you go back to the archive, you can find those. Yeah, it was a blast. It was fun. Don, do you have any memories of BotCon 2001?
Other than it was awesome, it was close.
It was close for you too.
It was, yeah. It was the closest show outside the one TFcon that we had.
Don, RC. RC was an exclusive.
Yeah. Yes, I know. It's RC and Tigertron, probably 2 of the strongest original BotCon exclusives ever.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting for someone to do a Black Arachnia into RC. I figured we would have already gotten her by now with the Black Arachnia that we had. It's like Buster and Hydra from the Age of the Primes, Darkwind and Dreadwind. Power of the Primes.
Well, the convention was fun.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
Yes.
We still haven't got Pack Rat and Fractal either, though.
That's true.
That would be an easy thing.
Oh, that's...
The follow-up, though, to 2001's exclusives was in 2016, where we had Combiner Wars, BotCon Tigatron.
Yeah.
Which, Rob, you're probably, sitting there with a knowing nod that we can't see because you're not on video with us in the call, but, that was infamously the recolor of Combiner Wars Ravage at BotCon, which had literally 50% of a head.
Yeah.
Yes. Some of the favorite photos we ever took of those figures with their heads turned sideways so you could see just how flat they were.
Yeah.
Very flat.
Yeah, those profile shots were the icing on the cake.
Yeah, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Moving ahead to 2006, which was 20 years ago, roughly around this time, Classics came out. We've basically been living with it since. It's not been consistent every year, but we've only had a few years when there wasn't some sort of variant on that line.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
originally it was just like a stopgap line in between movies.
And people liked it.
A lot.
Yeah.
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 People liked it a lot.
People at Hasbro liked it.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, the response to Classics was overwhelming. Like, as soon as they could, they started planning for a follow-up line, which was Universe 2008. And then I think it made a big comeback in 2010, but I think it's been 2012 that it came back as a permanent fixture, and we have not been without it again since. It's been just... Like, I loved Classics in 2006. There's a lot of interesting new takes on old character designs. It was the best G1 Starscream toy that existed at that point.
Oh, for sure.
Bear in mind, the Robot Masters one, which was another posable Starscream toy, did already exist at that point, too. The Classics one was just way better than that. I do kind of resent Classics at this point for starting us down the road of, hey, let's just remake every old toy again instead of focusing on making new stuff every year. But, it's just...
I miss new stuff every year. It was nice. We were spoiled.
Yeah.
And now when we get it, we don't like it half the time.
Because it seems like when they do make new stuff, it's playing second fiddle to the remake stuff.
Yeah. Back then, a whole new, like Cybertron. Yeah, they used existing IP, but they were new characters, new ideas, etc. And if you didn't care for it, you had a pretty good feeling that the next year you would have something new. And like, there's no anticipation at all now that you're getting anything new.
I also miss like play patterns, like Classics and like Universe to Generations really helped to kind of do away with that as a standard expectation. Like play pattern toy lines became the side content basically,
or a special
Not
theme.
always, because we had Combiner Wars and Titans Return back to back.
That's exactly where I was going. You'd have a special themed year for Generations. Yeah, you would have a special themed year for Generations, but that was just a pause in like a never-ending cycle of just the same stuff over and over again.
And that's why those are my favorite years of Generations that we have had since Classics began. Like, flat out. Like, Titans Return is my high mark year for Generations as a whole. But yeah, we're completely right now in the 20th anniversary of Classics. The first wave of toys started coming out in summer of 2006 because it was U.S. release stuff at that time, and it was just retail with no online availability. We can't really track down a specific day, but like this is around when those toys started showing up. I think at Target's first before anywhere else.
Yeah, I don't remember where I first saw it. Looking back, what was the best toy from the line? Mirage?
Mirage was really good. Jetfire is probably my favorite.
Oh, Jetfire's so good.
Yeah.
Like there were very few toys in that line, I think, that did not that were not particularly good. That was a really solid line overall. That Bumblebee still excellent. That Optimus Prime is fantastic.
Yeah.
It was the last time we got a full-sized gun Megatron at retail with him turning into basically a Nerf Maverick.
Yeah.
So
and that is a fun toy.
So the one thing that I find interesting about Classics. The one thing I find interesting about Classics is the Grimlock figure. It is off, and it's off almost as much as, say, Machine Wars characters are off. Yeah, he's a dinosaur, and I guess in robot mode it looks like Grimlock, but like they just get him wrong.
They were kind of borrowing from the visual design of one or two specific Zoids models, which that was also something they were kind of push marketing at the same time in the U.S. market. So I think they were just kind of having like everything in Classics had adaptations of the alt modes, and I think that's just kind of the direction they decided to lean into with Grimlock. I still kind of love that Grimlock toy though, because it's a good toy. Different stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, Don. Go ahead.
I wish it would have been bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So how long until we get toys homaging the Classics line now, since it's 20 years old?
Well, Matt, I will just say stay tuned until later in the show.
Okay, let's jump to the news. So from Nap Arcade, it's a website and forum. Maybe it's Nap Pinball. We'll link to it in the show notes, tfradio.net/996. There is potentially a fourth trim of the Stern pinball machine coming out. So we know about the Pro, which is the version that you'll most likely find in an arcade. It's a little simpler. It's a little more robust when it comes to the punishment it can take. The Limited, which has the mechanical Megatron and mechanical Soundwave. The Limited, which is the one that I ordered, which has all the stuff in the premium, plus like some new legs and some lights on the side and then, you know, sort of a different finish. According to the Taiwanese distributor for the machine, there is also the 40th anniversary special commemorative edition. So what's it the 40th anniversary of? Transformers? No, it is the 40th anniversary of Transformers the movie, of which there is some content in the machine, but it's by no means the focus of it. The focus is season 1 and 2. So I don't really know what to think about this.
Just cancel your order now
No.
and get this one.
No, because I mean, it could be a different machine, not a different, completely different machine, but it could have some more movie stuff in it. Maybe like
It's
people,
gonna be better.
yeah, people
It's gonna
on,
be so much
This
better.
is the special commemorative edition, Brian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
It
get
comes with
this.
it comes with a numbered plaque. You need
I
this.
have a numbered plaque.
Ooh.
Mine will have a numbered plaque.
But
So
will it be the commemorative edition?
it will not be like, so I think it may have some different lighting. It'll have a different plaque. It'll look a little different, assuming it's real.
It has anniversary effects.
Yes.
So you better get this version as well.
Yeah. So mine is not shipped yet. There's a handful of people I've been like, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I can hyperfixate on things occasionally.
Really?
I wouldn't have thought that.
And like
We're collectors. We
Yeah.
do that.
I'm checking Penside all the time. My IP will probably be blocked at some point. But there's folks out there who ordered the limited edition who still don't have it. So like, I'm not alone, but I am getting antsy over it.
All I know is the other person that I know that got it has theirs already. So
She has hers. She has the same model that I do. I know a couple other people that ordered. Edward Delicious, Ed.Pizza, like his many names in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord, famously not a listener of the show, but he's in our Discord. He has his, and he loves it. A couple other folks I know are getting it. So
Well,
Yeah.
to keep you waiting this long, I think it's really only fair that they upgrade you to the anniversary edition. You should write them a polite letter.
I should. Now, the thing that I am sort of excited about or happy with, because I have a later one, these are all handmade in their factory. There have been some bugs found along the way, so I'm hoping that those are worked out by the time I get mine. But yeah, we'll see.
they'll work it out in this 40th anniversary edition, definitely. So you should.
Oh yeah. So I saw people on Penside speculating that it would actually have the Optimus Prime that doesn't suck and that would transform. I would be so pissed off. I would be so angry.
I wonder if the bugs they found are Insecticons.
No, but you can add Insecticons. You could like put a Blockies, like, Insecticons, on top of it.
Might have a little Crimsy confection going on.
Yeah, they could. Okay, so Studio Series updates, G1 cartoon subline confirmed. It's basically now like this is actually two separate news items. I'll go into that separate. So we're getting Coneheads for G1 cartoon.
Eventually.
Yeah, in Studio Series.
They don't know when or where.
But
They've signaled their intention and desire to add Coneheads to this mold family.
yeah.
Well, that is absolutely no surprise at all.
Correct.
They're just making us throw out our whole Earthrise shelf. Just
Yes, as is their intent. Nate also mentioned on his Instagram that they plan to use this Seeker mold a bunch.
Yeah.
They name dropped Red Wing in particular. So I'm hoping for a hot link, maybe, Bitstream, finish out that welcoming committee.
Correct nacelle.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's very important. Correct nacelle. Like, it needs thrust wings.
Yes.
no moldy nacelle.
What's
It needs thrust wings and to not be a tetrajet.
Yeah.
Yes. I want robot mode accuracy, not
Yeah.
sunbow accuracy.
Yeah. I'm going to say something that's going to probably sound a little weird, but it's coming from me, so you won't be surprised. I would like for them to try to do a Tetrajet again, but look at the Impossible Toys Tetrajet.
Why do you want it
'Cause
to be worse,
And
Don?
do absolutely nothing like
No,
that?
no. I'm just saying, and to me, Impossible Toys has gotten the closest to the animation look of an actual Episode 1 Tetrajet. The toys are crap, but I'm just saying on a visual, they look very close.
Okay, so maybe what you should be saying here, Don, and excuse me for presuming. Maybe what you should be saying is, I wish that Hasbro would take another pass at the Tetrajet and try to make the vehicle mode more media accurate, versus saying, I wish they would do something more like Impossible Toys, which even you admit was hot garbage. I received 2 of those Impossible Toys Tetrajet toys for free, and I still feel ripped off.
Okay, all right, okay. My phrasing was wrong, but the intent was to say their visuals looked good as far as being close to that Tetrajet, because the Siege never really was that. It was a Colonial Viper. I don't care what you say,
Don. I hate to tell you, I don't think the Tetrajet is on their short list to redo
I'm just saying
anytime soon.
I would
Right.
like to, but it's not anything major. It's just if they ever decide to, with this new 84 series, that would be a good point to try to get that actual correct design in, if possible.
Yeah. Well, talking about Studio Series, it's going to become a sandbox for all things media. So it's basically just becoming Generations again.
We knew it was going to happen eventually.
Yes.
I mean, it's been kind of doing that anyway, because they added Studio Series 86 first, and then they added Gamer Edition. So what's going to be different?
Yeah. Now, it will be focused on media accuracy instead of like whatever, play pattern that we might get in Age of the Primes or Legacy or whatever the line we're calling it at any given time. But like, it's just this, if it was on screen, it's going to be in Studio Series. We will get more, hopefully, made to order items if the Rainmakers and Sunstorm pan out. We'll see. We haven't gotten a HasLab yet this year. Don't know what that means.
There is one coming later this year.
Yeah.
Do we know?
Nate or Evan
We
went
know
on-
there's one coming. We do not know what it is.
Yeah, Nate or Evan, I forget which one.
It was Nate.
Via Instagram, did confirm that there would be a HasLab announced
Good.
later this year.
I missed that. Good.
This is not replacing HasLab.
In total.
And like this made to order, this Seeker set is exactly what I had hoped they would do with this made to order thing. Like, you're not going to get new molds like, Marvel Legends will get or anything like that, just because Transformers are so much more complicated. But like, use this to get the obscure stuff out. Because I am all in for a set of Rainmakers. I'm torn as to what they've done with the color scheme. I understand why they added the darker shades, like around the chests and the mittens and whatever, like to make them stand out a little bit more as character. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, I kind of like it, and I kind of wish they were just there in all their neon glory. But I will say, Acid Storm and Sunstorm, you need to crank the brightness up on those. They need to be a little more neon. Like, Acid Storm is too dark of a green.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
so remember these are hand painted, and
Yes, they are.
So
they are all
what they can-
Thundercrackers.
what they can do in plastic colors is different from what they can do with painting it in the workshop. So probably in a year from now, when we see production samples of these come back, we will probably see the more richer, saturated, vibrant colors like you're hoping for, because
They also had these painted samples out at a show somewhere in China, like over the past weekend. Like, they had the actual painted samples out, and they did look a little brighter than what we saw in the promo photos.
yeah.
The one thing about this made to order, I think everybody is going to need to remember, is that it's going to be molds that they would have trouble getting retailers to buy, like this Seeker pack. Are you going to want to try to find 4 different slight variations of the same mold and wave assortments across multiple retailers that might take multiple years? Or do you want to go ahead and get it in the multi-pack? And I think people are going to have to come realize that it's going to be a lot of repaints, minimal, minor retooling, remolding, but this is how they're going to be able to get this stuff out to complete the sets they want to do. Like, I can see them doing a Diaclone set of Insecticons, since that's a thing that people would like to get. But they're not going to be $25 figures. They're going to be multi-packs. They're going to be a little more expensive.
It could be $25 figures.
They absolutely could.
They could, but I mean, it's. I think what we're looking at is that'll be more of the rarity than the norm. I just don't want people to go out there and be yelling into the void, "Oh, it's too expensive. Oh, it's all repaints." This is sort of like BotCon 2007. If you look at it just in a bubble, that there was no way they could get those classic Seeker molds out at retail without a lot of hassle across multiple retailers.
This is a lot less risky too, because you can cut down your production numbers, and you don't have to count on retailers agreeing to carry a 4-pack of the same mold.
I just don't want people to sit there and yell at.
I don't think they are. People understand what this is. Like, their expectations are tempered. I don't think that's
I love this. Yeah. I'm yelling at Hasbro to make more of them.
Yeah, and like $150 for the set seems high. But, like, you break that down, and you're getting each one of these 4 toys in there for $35 each. It's the old Voyager price point per toy.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've just seen people on Twitter and Blue Sky taking all this into account and being like, "Oh, it's just a money and cash grab."
Some people aren't smart, Don. Like, so, you just have to deal with that. So,
I know.
I mean, like that. So, yes, like you'll see people on the internet who say, "Well, this Transformer is nothing but a repaint. Like, this is lazy. Why is Hasbro so lazy?" It's literally what Transformers has been for 30 years, 40 years.
Exactly.
Like, so,
exactly.
Especially Seekers.
Yeah.
And yes, this I hate to tell you, but this commercial consumer product is in fact a cash grab. That is the point.
Literally what they are.
That is the point of making things for people to buy. It is to grab their cash. That's what they're there for.
Yes.
Don, you mentioned that this would be a good way for Hasbro to be able to complete sets with things that would be hard to do at retail. But they could even go beyond completing sets. They could start initiating sets through this because, Mark Mayer has talked before that he's pushing as much as he can to do like Machine Wars homages in Generations. If that ever goes through, the made to order thing could be the vehicle, pardon the pun, unintentional though it was, it could be the way to get Euro G1 recolors of Machine Wars stuff put out in their, correct original colors.
Yes, and Hasbro loves them in Optimus Prime, so if they do a Machine Wars Optimus Prime, we could get a Thunderclash off of that.
The economy is changing. This just might be the way we get Transformers in the future. Not like all the Transformers, but stuff that's not like Cyberworld. It's possible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, definitely riskier stuff, I think, is more destined for this.
Yeah.
I think this is the only way.
Go ahead, Don.
This is the only way I want to get Killing Jar Transformers, I think.
This
is the only way I want to get them.
I think so.
That would be a fun set. But I was thinking, like, with all the trouble they've had with the G2 Stunticons, like, this is how you do your repaints of combiners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Bruticus. I'm just saying, like, G2 Bruticus, if they can find a way to do that. If not, made to order. Baldigus, they would probably be able to do as a retail, but like, this would be the only way we'd ever get a Battle Guy.
So I want to change gears just a little bit, like, to that point. I think we've talked around this quite a bit. So my friend who's a dealer, she was one of 30 vendors at BotCon this past week, and now she had a blast. And she said that of all the conventions she's gone to, this is the second best sales convention that she's ever had, second to Joe Fest. But again, like, it was not a huge convention, but it was tightly focused and she enjoyed it. But she said the thing that sold best of all that she had, far and away, no comparison, Cybertron. Not G1, not Generations, not newer stuff. The Cybertron stuff that she had sold out. Like, immediately. That's what people were hungry for. So yeah, Matt's right. Like Robots in Disguise probably would do a good job selling. The Unicron trilogy stuff would probably do well on the shelves.
Yeah, use this to give us the new JRX, please.
You wouldn't get a new JRX, Don. You would just get a repaint of something that they slap on and say JRX or Rail Racer or whatever.
If you want a new JRX, you're going to need a HasLab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, JRX could, JRX could be on a shelf though. I think that would sell. Okay.
Hasbro doesn't though. That's why we never get trains.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Trains, like, so, I don't know. Build King could sell, or whatever he was called in. What was he called?
Landfill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and if they wanted to, I know I'm asking a lot here. I was going to say if they want to get creative with working within that framework of those toys, like they could probably make a really interesting update to Landfill Build King.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, the more I think like, no, that's not going to happen. We'll be lucky if they even combine in the same like Twister style that the original ones did.
I was 47 years old when I realized that Landfill is about trash and not about building stuff. Okay, so that name doesn't make any sense. I just now realized that.
It doesn't. It should have been like Landslide or something.
Okay, so we have a gray prototype of the Beast Wars second Galvatron from Legends, and I love it. And it hasn't changed. I love it. He's a big beefy boy, and he looks great. And I will own 2 of these. I'm buying it. I will buy a second. Anybody else have any new thoughts on it? No, it's great. Okay. So
Diecast, it's a Unicron. You have to buy it.
Yeah, you have to buy it, Diecast.
It's a technicality, but it counts.
So, Don, are you the only one who loves this Timelines Megatron and Bumblebee set?
Ordered it.
So, they're samurai?
I've got the Optimus one out of stock, and I was kicking myself up and down the road for not getting it after seeing how incredibly innovative that Optimus Prime is. And yeah, normally I would wait on some of these, but we've seen how, 1, Hasbro's not putting that much stuff on sale. 2, when it does, it's not that great of a sale. And 3, if it is that great of a sale, it just sells out pretty quick and doesn't come back in stock. So I'm just going to avoid the FOMO, or embrace the FOMO, I should say, because I love all this timeline stuff so far, and I definitely want to.
What do you love about this one specifically, though?
It completes the set with the other 2. That's, I mean, I saw a Megatron transformation video months and months ago, and there's some really creative stuff in there to get him from one mode to the other. The Bumblebee is just weird, but again, it's part of the set. But I love that they're going just so crazy with some of this stuff to fit.
So Megatron's a boar, and not as
if
boring.
If they retool that Megatron into a snarler, then we'll talk.
Yeah. What is Bumblebee? A flying squirrel?
Yeah.
So Night Glider has a friend now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's G1 Night Glider basically.
Yeah. I like these 2. I'll be honest. Just I think all of the like, medieval Japanese style Transformers they've done, whatever that subline is called so far.
Age of the Samurai, I think.
Yeah. I like the designs for all of them. Like I said before, still on the outs with Hasbro, not buying their stuff for various reasons. But if I were, I would be getting these. I think I just like the novelty of it, and the fact that Megatron's cannon does look very much like old, very very old fashioned artillery. Just that's a nice touch. It's a good set.
Yeah, no, they look really cool, and like, I would totally. I know they're not going to redeco these as other characters, but like if they turn these into like mechanical leaning versions of Razor Beast and Night Glider.
Yeah,
like,
that would
I would
be great.
totally be on board with something like that. What were you going to suggest?
No, that's exactly what I was going to suggest.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. No, I mean, like, that. I think the Night Glider colors in particular would look really good in the Bumblebee mold.
Yeah. They look great. Like,
Since we were talking about Red 2001 earlier, I'd probably take a Dark Scream off of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good deco.
I wonder if they could retool Megatron to be Slapper. Like, could they turn a wild boar into a toad?
No,
I mean, they had that. They have that Naruto figure.
Oh, that's
yeah,
true. Yeah.
Yamakichi could be
Okay, so
Slapper.
can they turn a wild boar into a skunk?
I do need a gas skunk.
That's some major alchemy that I am not sure is possible.
Yeah, so I'm not buying these, but I'm happy that they exist.
Same.
Yeah. I don't know that we skipped these, I think, talking about them when they first popped up on the internet. We have photos of them now from Robot Kingdom and Hobby Base, Japan. The Dark Energon Megatron and Energon Optimus Prime. They are the clear... they're decoed too, but they're the hideous Optimus Prime and Megatron repaints. And yeah,
I regret how much I want Tron Eyebrow Truck.
They do.
Yes.
They do literally nothing for me.
So the
Fair.
good news, Rob,
Mm-hmm.
I have a very strong suspicion that sometime next year you'll be able to go to any Ross and get Tron Eyebrow Truck for like $15.
I thought so. I thought these were I thought these were exclusive to China.
I think this is the Walmart capsule.
They're
line.
a Walmart capsule.
This is the Walmart
because
capsule.
Yeah, because if you look at the silhouette that was teased, it is the Siege Optimus with the battle axe.
Oh dear God!
And we have the translucent slammer and 6-gun to go with them.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I thought I read that these were China exclusives. Boo.
Nope, this is the Walmart capsule.
Yeah, and this
Why?
Siege Megatron is the actual Siege Megatron. It's not the Earthrise retool because he doesn't have the giant top half of the tank as a shield.
Well, okay, so I think specifically it's that, but it's with the modifications they did for minor Megatron.
Oh, okay. All right.
But basically, yes, it's the Siege engineering versus the Earthrise engineering.
Yeah, because there were no problems with that minor Megatron retooling.
I'm sure it'll be fine in clear plastic.
Yeah. So
I mean, I want them. I'll be honest. Just like Rob said, I didn't think of Tron. I just thought this is a really interesting way to get me to buy those molds again because I think they look great.
what did we say about a cash grab?
Yeah.
I'm delighted beyond words that I have literally zero interest in this entire assortment.
Less than zero for me.
But how good would that Megatron look next to Behold Galvatron?
He wouldn't.
Like I see where you're going with that. Like I get it, but no.
I would be interested to see what he looks like under a black light.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I would still buy it for that.
Right.
Okay. What for sure though? What is a Chinese exclusive? Are these Toys R Us China bundles or multi-packs? We have the 3 Studio Series Seekers in a it's kind of like what we got before we're getting in China with the Constructicon set where it's just the individual SKUs for the toys.
They were stuck into a suitcase though. These actually come in a box containing the 3 boxed Seekers.
Yeah, but I mean, the suitcase is a box. It's just a nicer box than this one.
With a handle.
Yeah, they both have handles
and wheels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's also an Optimus Prime, Studio Series Optimus Prime, and More Than Meets the Eye Hot Rod 2-pack in a special retro TV box.
Can somebody just get me the hot rod out of that?
That's exactly what I thought. And a collaborative gift set for the first 2 of the Hot Wheels collaborations. So,
hey, Matt, with you being the secret
and
expert,
a Devastator box set and a Superion box set, I believe.
With details to come later.
yeah.
does that Starscream's gray look a little bit lighter than the Starscream that we're getting through Target or here in the US?
I cannot tell
hard to
you
say.
just by looking at pictures of them.
You can't tell.
Oh,
I'm sure it's the same thing.
Probably the same deco, yeah.
Yeah, sure it is. Okay, so just want to mention it. Nobody cares. The Yolopark AMK Pro Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime shattered glass version revealed. If you like shattered glass and you like Yolopark, this is your thing. I don't think Diecast will even get this, but it's out there.
Nope.
Yeah, same. Okay. What in the heck is this Cyberworld Ultra Magnus? What does he transform into?
A stick.
Like,
No, he's a flying. So if you think back to Transformers Energon and Wing Saber, it's basically that, but Ultra Magnus.
It's cheaper, kludgier Wing Saber that doesn't split down the middle.
You know, I'm not even sure if it's cheaper because Wing Saber, when it came out, was like $25.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. It does have more articulation than Wing Saber, however.
That's
it
not
actually
hard.
It can actually move its legs and I think its shoulders. So, yeah, having both of those, it wins.
Yeah, the problem is though, the sound wave, the deep ocean fish sound wave is up on Amazon, which I believe is regular retail, and it's $32.99 for that sound wave.
Oh, geez.
For like a 3-step conversion. This looks about the same, and it's like, why? I mean, if this thing is like $29 to $32, it's like, this is ridiculous.
It does, in addition to turning into a flat Wing Saber thingy, the accessories it has do let it turn into basically a like flying skiff Green Goblin glider type thing for your smaller Cyberworld figures.
Yeah, it's a flying wing that can be a battle platform thing. Ness just called it Sound Barrier Prime, referencing back to the Earthrise little
core class figure.
Not
Weaponizer, yeah.
Yeah, that broke.
I think I have I think I got like 30 of those.
I do have several of those sound barriers. I also have a bunch of the Cobra, whose name I can't remember.
Slitherfang.
Oh, I
yeah,
forgot
a
about
bunch
him.
of Slitherfangs. I don't even know why I have a bunch of Slitherfangs and sound barriers, but I do.
Well,
I guess because they were the connecting ramps for the modulators.
Yeah, and you could potentially build a circle out of sound barrier, I think, if you worked it right.
Yeah.
Hey,
and
I got a bunch of Slitherfangs because they were aligned with Quintessons, and I have a lot of Quintessons.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the Slitherfang at first was sort of short packed. So, and then they
wasn't later.
Yeah.
Not at Ollie's.
Yeah, not at Ollie's, no.
So, okay, I'm going to move back in the show notes. I skipped over this because I guess I want to talk about these together. TFcon Toronto was also this past weekend. And like every TFcon, there's a third-party panel. Was there anything of interest?
Several things. The Craftsman Toys Ultra Magnus looks absolutely insane.
Tell us about it.
I don't know what it's referencing as far as some people are saying it's a blend of IDW and other it's a bunch of Ultra Magni just kind of merged together.
So it's like Ultimate Magnus.
Ultimate Magnus, yeah, but it's just absolutely massive. Painted, it looks like it's painted head to toe. I've seen some final production samples.
It is pretty crazy looking.
Yeah, I mean it's an Ultra Magnus that would make me, definitely want to order it because I mean it's just so visually striking, and it transforms. It's not like it's a statuette or anything. It's got some spring-loaded features. It's an incredibly visually impressive piece.
I like I believe it's Rising Force, the War for Cybertron Swindle.
Yeah.
Like those Combaticons look like a promising project.
The only problem is Rising Force's first figures were some Stunticons, and they had some issues. So I'm hoping that they've worked on that a little bit. I do like the Samurai Stunticons. They look really good.
They're interesting.
The Samurai Minosaur. I do like what I'm seeing from Bingo Toys for their Computron because that's who I'm going with for my third-party masterpiece Computron. That's replacing Warbatron.
They also Bingo Toys looks like they're also doing that female Tarn that I'm not thrilled with that.
It's a choice. But
yeah, it makes Transformers fans look sad.
Yeah, but every fandom has those figures pop up for the cheesecake effect. But the, Bingo Toys, I think, is a much nicer aesthetic because it's not. It's like what we used to get with third party G1, but it had some character. It had its own flavor.
A little bit of a
versus-
filter on it.
Yeah, other than everything being unlike the fans' toys, which are going to be probably $40 to $60 each higher, give or take, and come out right before the heat death of the universe on the last one. But these look really good, and I'm very interested in completing the Bingo Toys Computron.
So also in Bingo Toys, they're doing some kind of Starscream, which like the core of it is a G1 influence styled Starscream that has a bunch of armor pieces so that you can build it into or upgrade it into Cybertron Starscream. Like you attach the parts and it's Cybertron Starscream in robot mode, or you attach it differently in the vehicle mode and it's Cybertron Starscream's jet mode. It's a very interesting concept, but I don't know.
It's sort of like the Evolution set, if you look at it.
Kind of, sort of,
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting way to go about, like, if they were wanting to make Cybertron Starscream, but they only thought they could sell G1 Starscream and trying to like make both things work.
Yeah, and if the core Starscream can be gated off, and they find that they can do Skywarp and Thundercracker from just that, there's also more reuses if they don't have to do, because having Evolution, Skywarp, and Thundercracker really wouldn't make any sense for the characters.
Sure.
You're missing one that's very important to me. And it's
which one's the suckiest one?
a weird looking line. It's called Mini X-Trans Bots. And they have an Optimus Prime that actually is zombie Optimus Prime, how I wanted.
I missed it.
It is beautiful. Just look for the pictures of the all Optimus Prime. There's like 6 different angles or 5 different angles of it. And they have a regular one, and then the next slide is the zombie Optimus Prime.
That's Dark Awakening.
Yeah, I love it. I can't believe someone finally did it.
I wonder if it's the same figure and there's swappable parts.
I would assume.
So that way you can have one or the other.
That's great too. I thought it was weird that it's Mini X-Trans Bots and it's MPH Studio, it looks like. So
MPH Studio, I remember them, but I don't remember anything. I remember the name, but I don't remember what they did. I'd have to go back and look.
Hey, Don.
I know X-Trans Bots is normally tied to KFC.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Don, tell me about the TFcon exclusive toys that were there this weekend. I know that you were extremely interested in one.
Oh, yeah. I did not want to chase down another convention-only combiner for 5 years like we did with the Ocular Max Navigant. But Ages 3 and up did put up the Navigant, which is the G2 version of Streetwise. But I chose not to get it from them because even though the cost was only $112 for a third-party Streetwise, with fees and shipping, it was $180. So I chose not to get it. Toy Dojo put it up for $112 and $10 shipping.
Okay,
so
what is it though? Tell us.
I'm sorry. It's the G2 Streetwise from their Protectabot molds, which means we'll be getting over the course of the next 5 roughly TFcons, we'll be getting a G2 Defensor, which will be nice because I do have the Ocular Max G2 Bruticus. So that will be a very nice companion piece because it'll take forever for Hasbro to get a Defensor out, and let alone a possible G2 version. So I wasn't real thrilled about chasing it down, but if I can get them when they go up on the various websites and not pay $190 a piece, I really want a G2 Defensor.
Me too. Bad.
So yes, I'm willing to go ahead and take a risk on this, especially since I'm not paying $180 versus $120.
The other is a take on Drift.
I didn't really pay that much attention to it because it's drift and I could really care less.
That's about where I'm at. That's why I
I
pitched
mean-
it to you, because I'd hoped that you would.
Yeah.
It
I mean-
might be like the Deadlock version of Drift.
I think that's supposed to be
Yeah.
Deadlock.
Yeah, so it's like I remember he was like a Decepticon, and that's probably who he was, and I just really couldn't care enough to find out more.
Well, that makes two of us. So okay. Last news
Do
item.
you want to know more? No.
No, no. Kodansha Fanbook 2026. The included figure is Ghost Starscream from the core class figure, and I want it. I've never.
Not gonna lie, I thought somebody had already done this.
Same.
I mean, well, this
It was a different one.
One thing I find interesting about it, though, especially when taken together with the Energon Walmart figures, is you can see that like the most structural parts of the clear plastic figures they're doing right now are in opaque plastic. So hopefully they will be more durable.
Yeah. But this is
So,
good.
so is this sort of like the that other book that Milton that we used
Generations.
to get, yeah, that
Million
so is this
Million
a
Publishing.
Million Publishing, thank you. So this is a
Built it.
version of that.
It's similar to that.
Okay.
I don't know much about this, but it's similar. It's an official figure, just like with Million Publishing stuff. And I really like how it looks, and I want it.
A lot of Japanese like publications, especially aimed at kids, do tend to come with small toys. So,
I mean,
happens a lot in the UK too.
Yeah.
Actually.
aimed at kids, aimed at 47-year-olds, you know.
Yeah. Either way.
Little bowls, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Little
but
both.
I've seen, browsing through a fair number of various like Transformers magazines and books, things like that come with like the smaller class figures in clear plastic. Bumblebees, of course.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
Okay. Don't forget to use our Amazon link, tfradio.net/Amazon, to buy all the crap that you need. Your kids are going back to school. If you're here in the U.S., most likely, if you have kids, buy their pencils and their papers and their pens and their trapper keepers and their abaci. They need an abacus or a slide rule. You can buy all that on Amazon, tfradio.net/Amazon. Yeah, do that. Okay, let's jump to what we got this week. Diecast, did you get anything this week?
I did. First, I want to thank Rob. He sent me the Transformers Compendium.
Nice.
Very, very cool. I haven't had a chance to. I did a brief skim of it, but I need to have some time to definitely go through that a little bit more. I also got the kill body or killer body matrix of leadership. That is it comes with a chain, so you can put it around your neck, and it's probably about the size of my hand. It's not very big.
Audio listeners can tell that he's wearing it right now and has been during the whole show because his mic picked it up, and it does sound really nice.
Oh yeah, and you open it up and it's a Bluetooth speaker, and it makes a nice little sound, and then it's got an old Peter Cullen's voice.
Old as in
Autobots,
recent, not good.
Transform
Not old as
and
in good.
roll out.
Yeah, sorry. I spoke over it, but we've all heard Peter Cullen in the last 20 years.
Yeah, it's old Peter Cullen's voice. So they're obviously they're somewhat newer recordings of his voice.
But I mean, it's licensed, right? So he probably recorded it, bespoke for ad hoc for this.
Yeah, it is licensed. So I believe Big Bad Toy Store still has it on pre-order, but I got it off AliExpress. So the other small thing I got was
BoardCon.
Broadside. Yeah, the 01 Studio Cell, however you want to say it there.
How many pieces did it come in?
Broadside. It came in one piece.
Okay.
It's very nice. I love it.
It's very big.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very big.
Yes. I had that
Um,
on pre-order, but I watched the transformation video and it was like, I'm just not feeling it.
Well,
That's
you know,
what,
you're
like
allowed to be wrong. It's okay.
What's that? Like a foot and a half tall?
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than like Fan Toys Skyfire.
Okay.
So yeah, he's a big boy. Um, I he's pretty cool. I like him.
So, we know that Broadside toys, both official and unofficial, have been, fairly consistently challenged concepts over the years. I know, like, relatively recently, Dr. Wu did their one that was like 4 or 5 inches tall, which was generally really well received. Like, how is this one in terms of, like, being good in all 3 modes, like a good experience just with the transformation and everything? Like, does this fit into the alarmingly small category of good broadside toys?
Yeah, I think it does. I think they, you know, it's pretty simplistic even with how large it is. It's not overly complicated and just it's I think it's just really good. I love having a big aircraft carrier. I mean, it's awesome.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah.
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 But that's all I got this week.
Chris, do you get anything?
Yeah, so Matt, do you remember earlier you were asking when we would start getting homage toys for classics since it's the 20th anniversary?
Yes.
Well, we actually already have one, and that is Devastation Bumblebee, which perhaps not by like strict specific intent, but definitely in outcome, it's very much classics Bumblebee. So Transformers Devastation, when they were making that, Classics Bumblebee was basically still the current toy design that referenced specifically G1 cartoon Bumblebee without the Volkswagen licensing baggage. So when they were making the game, they used that as the starting point for designing the playable Bumblebee character. So when they made the Devastation toy, they basically ended up making a new version of Classics Bumblebee based on the video game interpretation of it. And that is the sole reason that I got it, is because it is Classics Bumblebee. It's our first even indirect homage toy to Transformers Classics from now 20 full years ago. So I was able to get this for about $20, which is why I finally picked it up. 15 would have been better, but like 20 that was in the like I'm willing to pay this for this because of what it is. I gotta say, like, Classics Bumblebee was this like really elegantly simple toy. It was, big and chunky. You could tell that they were coming off of designing for Transformers Cybertron, just in the design language and how it felt. This is absolutely a modern design toy, which means it is unnecessarily overcomplicated for what it's doing. The engineering process of this, the transformation and everything, feels a lot more like the Earthrise mini car mold than it does the Classics toy. But like, it's doing all these extra unnecessary steps to ultimately achieve the same general look of the robot mode and very, very close resemblance of the vehicle mode to the 2006 toy. Transforming it, I have to say, is not particularly fun. I actually was kind of struggling with how to get all the panels to line up the first time I was transforming it, and I've also heard that this has an issue with that some of the paint on the face can rub off because of the like copyright information stamp inside the chest. So I'm probably not going to be transforming this all that much. I would say the vehicle mode is probably about as small as the Legacy animated Bumblebee or Age of the Primes. That was Legacy still. Wasp was
Yeah.
animated Wasp was the Age of the Primes toy. It's probably about that small. Like it compacts down really small. It's basically like about a quarter of the volume of the Classics toy, which is just really, really sad at this point. It comes with 3 weapons. There's a matching pair of 2 small pistols, which I don't really like because they're completely hollow on one face. But it does have the third gun, which is like the packaging shows it as like a roof-mounted cannon, and that one has its hollow faces on the underside, so they're a lot less noticeable. And it's a different design. It's really interesting looking, whereas the small guns they're very much like the pistols that Studio Series Ironhide came with, which I think is just one of those generic G1 cartoon weapon designs that they just grabbed and produced for a few things. So, like, obviously, I think I still like Classics Bumblebee, the real original Classics Bumblebee, better than this, just because it's simpler. Even it being a bigger toy for its price doesn't really factor into it. It just is something that feels better, and, like, I enjoy transforming that toy. This one is going to stay in one mode probably for most of its existence, just because they over-engineered it, in my opinion. But, like, yeah, we've got our first Classics toy, and I fear we will probably see more of these in the future, in some way or another. That said, I would not mind seeing, like, a Voyager sized or Voyager complexity redo of Classics Hot Rod, because, like, that Dome Zero alt mode that they went with that was really cool looking, and I'd love to have one on a more modern articulation model. So, like, when we were talking about Classics earlier, Brian, I think, said, and correctly, there was not really a bad toy in that whole lineup of Classics toys. The unspoken follow-up to that is that some of them didn't age particularly well because they were coming off of that 2004, 2005 design philosophy. The Seeker mold is one of those. Hot Rod is another one. We've gotten the improved classic Seeker in Earthrise. I would really like to see Dome Zero Hot Rod revisited at some point, with, like, bicep swivels, for instance, and just being a little bit bigger and beefier. And then please give us Collectors Club Sideburn off of it.
Yes, please.
But yeah, it's Devastation Bumblebee. It's a fine little toy. Just the transformation is over-engineered and it takes some of the fun away. But, like, it amuses me and also alarms me a little bit that we have an homage toy essentially to an homage toy. And that's what I got this week.
Donald.
Yes, because I've been wanting to get on this. I just want to say that I was able to open up some of my stuff that I've been putting off for the last 3 weeks because of time, fire, burn, and all that. But I want to start off with one thing. Diecast got a very nice Matrix. He got a Matrix. I have the Matrix.
Don is currently lighting our darkest hour for those listening to the podcast.
At least for the next 30 seconds.
This is the Studio Series Matrix of Leadership versus Diecast having the little metal chain Matrix from, I forget who he said made that.
This thing is insanely fun. It's a one-trick pony, but I really do like it. You can power it by USB. You can power it by battery. Depends on how you want to do it. And you can either have the music or have it off. And also, if you want to just turn it on.
If you just want to turn it on, what?
The sound is not coming across, Don.
Don, this is a podcast.
I know. I was trying to put the sound down. Is when Prime drops the Matrix and Hot Rod grabs it, it's that sound with it twinkling and chiming.
And that didn't come across
at all.
I'm sorry. I thought it did as loud as it was. I was trying not to blow everybody's ears out with it.
No. So Zoom is really good at filtering out background noise, but the things that it decides are background noise are not necessarily the same things that we think are background noise.
It's huge. It's very. I can put my fingers in the handholds, and it's not that uncomfortable.
For those of you who have not met Don, he's a large man.
Yes, I am very large. According to what I've read, there's like 99 LEDs in this.
Wow.
So it's the whole thing. The front lights up, but when you open it up, the whole thing lights up front and back. You can also power it by USB, as I said. You can also remove one of the back plates to run the cable through it. So can have it. You can have it lit up. You can turn the touch on or off. But why would you want to do such a thing? That's a terrible thing to do. Again, it's kind of a one-trick pony, but it's just there's something about being able to open this thing and hear the touch. I told Christy when I showed her a while ago, I feel like the guy from that 80s movie where he's got the boombox like outside his girlfriend's
Patrick
house.
Dempsey. Is that Patrick Dempsey?
I don't know. I didn't watch any of those teenage rom-com things back in the day, but just a really, I mean, this thing may go on sale, and I regret paying regular retail for it, but the rule of cool is just, it's insanely cool just to open it and play the touch.
Yeah, I'll have mine tomorrow, so I can next week share in the joy of having that.
Yep.
Mine shipped today.
I got the BotBot Advent Calendar. I haven't opened it, but we all know these BotBots. They've just been recolored, so I'll be opening them up here. But I wanted to get it because there are some really cool. There's some really cool ones in here. There's also some very freaky ones, so there's that. I also got today from Show Z Store Slug Slinger, which is at the X-Trans box Target Master. Really, for X-Trans bots, it's a very easy transformation. There's not a lot of panels to flip. There's a couple. There are some filler panels in the bottom of the nose cones that I just can't get, and I'm not going to worry about it because you never see them. Again, the inability of a third party to do a Target Master that isn't just crumpled up folded man that looks decent is still something they can't do. Contact Shot from Make Toys is the only one that really had a solid looking Target Master in gun mode. But there is some diecast in both the Target Master and in the figure. What's really cool is I got the toy color version versus the animation version because when they do Trigger Happy, I want that in that blue. That way the blues aren't similar. Another cool thing is the feet fold up. These on the back are not, these intakes are not the feet. The feet are actually underneath it, and it all compresses together. The weird thing is his hand has the typical Masterpiece connecting point, but there is no connecting point on his Target Master, which means you have to hold it in by tension. But he does have the Japanese Target Master holding feature, so you can still attach it using the Japanese figure. So he looks great with misfire. I cannot wait for Trigger Happy to come out. Very heavy figure, a lot of metal in this. Just really happy, and for a KFC X-Transbox product, it's very easy and not frustrating, which is nice to see from them.
So Don, you know that like traditionally Target Masters are just folded up, crumpled little guys, right? Like that's
right. But there's also a certain way of making them look like they've not been through a compactor first.
And you know, some Target Masters are literally just like dudes laying down.
Right. I know. I'm just saying, the Make Toys with the Contact Shot gave you a very concise Target Master that still looked good. That was folded up, crumpled man, but it was more cohesive.
You know, Blade Raider, sorry. Blade Raider a little while ago asked if Matrix Measuring Contest could be the show title, but now I kind of want it to be Folded Up, Crumpled Little Man.
All right, buckle in, folks. I got some metal Cardbots.
Chris has not been here for the cornucopia of metal Cardbots. This is Don's passion now, Chris. He's really into them, and I'll be honest, I love listening to him talk about them.
Yeah.
No,
he is way into the rabbit hole at this point.
It's like he channels you when you talk about Transformers.
Excellent.
He does that with metal Cardbots. It's amazing.
And everything I've ever heard about metal Cardbots is like universally good. So like Don is actually making good life choices here.
Yeah. Well, I've been canceling a lot of things. Like I'm weighing up against. I'm canceling a fair amount of classified that I'll plan on maybe picking up later. I've been canceling some other things to like counterbalance it because I really appreciate it. It's a as I mentioned over before. It's a very tactile sensation that I enjoy. The clickety of the ratchets. It's very Cybertron, but a little more modern. It's like if Power Ranger Zords could actually pose.
Right.
Their joints are just as clicky as Dawn's are at this age.
That's
Mine
wonderful.
too.
I feel that.
Yeah, but I want to start out with a couple that I got. He just came today. This is Phantom Hornet. Phantom Hornet is like if Waspinator and Airwolf had a baby. He's a helicopter. He's bee-themed. He has a giant stinger as a weapon. That's the card. And for anyone that knows, well, what's the card from Metal Cardbot? The front facing card is a little piece of plastic that goes in the watch, and the watch plays the sounds. It's kind of like the old Gosei Morpher, anything from Sentai or Kamen Rider where you put something in and it plays something character specific. So it's very similar to that. He's a little bit lighter than the other ones. But he's also a little more recent, so they could be downscaling on the plastic a little bit. But just an overall, just a very striking looking figure. So that's Phantom Hornet. The next one I got, now I've disassembled him. I disassembled number 5. Sorry. This is Blue Trinity.
No disassembled Johnny 5.
No, fine. Blue Cop is the Optimus Prime of the series, and he's in practically every size, class, and every configuration. Sometimes he has his actual robot mode, like Blue Cop W, which is a larger, I would say almost leader size, Transformers leader size class figure, or he gets a non-robot version when he's part of a set. Now, the Blue Trinity set, the car carrier that becomes a significant part of the legs is almost as heavy as Siege Ultra Magnus trailer and probably just as long. And that's just the trailer that makes the legs. And then you've got the car, which is the torso, and then you've got a police SUV, which breaks apart like Zeo Pink 5 to become the arms, although a little more complicated than that. And again, he's probably about a little up past the waist on 86 Devastator.
Damn.
Yeah, so I mean that's what he is when he's fully combined. I just wanted to show you how big his pants are. Right here.
Don, it's a podcast. Yes. You can't show anybody anything.
Okay. Well, if he's trying to show how big somebody's pants are right here, it's probably good that we can't see.
Yeah, and also edit point, Don. If you can say "I got" instead of "this is," because this is a visual cue.
I will. Again. I have trouble with that. I'm sorry. The next thing I got, this thing, is Blarion. Blarion is taller than Blue Trinity, not by much, but just a little bit. This is probably a little bit taller than 86 Devastator's waist. This is the secondary mech. Think Duke Fire to J Decker, and they combine. He is a car carrier fire engine, sort of like Cybertron Optimus, with gigantic wing phalanges. But he does combine with the Blue Cop W, the robot mode version, and he is heavy. He also has a giant lion sword attachment, and you can store his other fist on his leg when he's using the giant lion sword. Kind of like if Wild Force Red became a clip-on, for the other Zord. To put it in Power Ranger terms. One of the last ones I've got that I've opened up, this is Flame Nova. Flame Nova is a combiner made up of 4 vehicles, construction vehicles. The card is the chest bandolier and everything. His arms are helicopters. He's a fire engine. He's a shoveler. So you get a lot of Power Dag 1 look from that as well. Just absolutely massive, huge ratcheting joints. It really reminds me of toys that have plastic quality. They have good ratchets, and there's playability, but the transformations are not horrible. What makes them horrible is, 1, they're in Korean, and 2, they're very, very small. But thank God for videos. So yeah, this Metal Cardbot hole has really forced me to sell some stuff. Well, in a good way, that I've wanted to branch out. And I feel really good about some of these things that I've picked up. And I believe that is all I have on topic this week.
Very cool. Matt?
Nothing on topic.
Rob?
Just one thing. So the last week or so, I've been running some experiments just to see what exactly isn't affected by the changes in shipping regulations that happened at the beginning of July. I don't have anything conclusive, but basically the most I can say is that my package from Surigaya was inspected and retaped. That's about the only downside I can really attribute to it. Apparently some people I've talked to have had trouble getting the correct like codes for the type of item they are getting. So if you can talk to other collectors who have gotten items in that category to get the correct import codes for the CPSC to look at, you may have a slightly easier time of things. But PSA aside, what I got on topic is I got a really nice theft version of Last Night Voyager class Megatron, which is not a bad toy. I don't know. I feel like the Last Night aesthetic is it's not bad, but it does have, with the spikiness cut down on some of those designs, it kind of leans into the lack of color on a lot of the movie Transformers. Megatron is kind of in that wheelhouse. There's a little bit of red on his head, and other than that, he is all like charcoal gray and gold. But it's a decent looking figure. It is, I believe, very, very slightly upgraded from the original retail release with die-cast metal front skirt plates. And articulation is pretty decent. Transformation is not especially taxing. And, it looks pretty good for, a space plane that doesn't look entirely like it's, a bag of knives. So it's not a bad figure. Ran me like, I think, $20, and I'm fairly happy with it. Pretty decent quality for what it is, and I think slightly cheaper than the Voyager would have been at the time. So that's what I've got on topic this week.
Very cool. Okay. So I think we've mentioned before how I don't look at things closely when I buy them.
This should be good.
I ordered on eBay Transformers the Movie by Family Home Entertainment on Betamax because I've been looking for it for a while. Someone had it posted at a very reasonable price. They said the original version, the original release of Transformers the Movie, Betamax. And so I picked it up and I got it. And it is the original version of Transformers the Movie by Family Home Entertainment on VHS.
Dang.
Yeah. So like you can literally tell by the photo that it's a VHS cassette, not a Betamax. And the photo literally says VHS on the side of the box. But the price on it was still reasonable for the original release of the VHS, so I'm fine with it. And nice. I didn't have that, so I have a later release, but not this one. So I got that. So we talked recently, about a month or so back, about the Transformers Adventure versus SP set with Run Amok and Dogfight. So I got them on.
So that must have run you a fair bit.
2 figures.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah.
No, that's actually less than I was expecting it to be.
With shipping, it might have been 3. But yeah.
Okay, I mean, that's still like low end of my ballpark. So like, good job.
Yeah. So
of course, now you need the set with Runabout as well.
Yeah. Well,
is there a set with Runabout?
There is a Transformers
Runabout and
Adventure.
Override, yeah.
Now, I guess I forgot that. Okay. So, Run Amok is a repaint of Blackjack, who is the figure that came with the box set. Was it the box set for?
So Blackjack was released by itself first, and was a pack-in with the G2 Minosaur box set.
But yeah, so
Legends class at that time.
In beautiful purple.
Yeah.
In the box set.
Really nice. He makes a good run amok.
It's a great little car figure.
It is.
They did a hot rod off of that too, which was also really nice.
Yeah. So they did a hot rod off of it, which is what I thought was the original toy when I got this. I'm like, well, it's hot rod. It is hot rod, but it's not originally hot rod.
Yeah, Blackjack was the first release.
Yeah, and of course, Dogfight is, I guess he's Viper, right? Not Power Glide. Does he have a different head?
Yes, yeah, it's got the Viper head.
Yeah, which he's not super far off from Viper color wise.
Pretty much just a lighter blue value, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very happy with it. I didn't have it. I forgot it existed. Thanks, Matt, for reminding me.
I do.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I think you've disappointed in some by not having a tone of derision in your voice when you said "thanks, Matt."
Yeah.
Like,
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, that's
and
better.
Now you need the override and runabout.
I do.
Okay, so I think that will be easier because that set was a retail release, and I think that Dogfight set was a mail away or something. Because I have the set with override.
So it has a black and white box, which typically means that it's some sort of special edition, I believe.
Yeah. I never was able to get that one because it was very expensive on the import sites at the time.
Yeah.
I have the other one, so like that should be easier to track down.
Yeah, less expensive now. So I had Motormaster. I got Motormaster very early when it was released, and he went into a bin, and he was untouched up until just a couple of weeks ago. So I finally took him out, finally transformed him, and I finally combined Minosaur. And I don't hate it, but there's a big but here. In my head, this release was the one that came in the box set. And it is dramatically different than what I thought it was going to be. So he's very boring looking. He is extremely boring. I don't hate it.
He's Minosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Minosaur.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
I mean, are you sure your thoughts aren't sort of tainted by that the G2 version is coming?
I'll have it in October. Yeah. So, but I'm happy I finally transformed it, finally combined it. Prior to this, I'm going to, even though he's not exactly the same, I was going to say Lio Kaiser is kind of the same vein. He's much nicer as far as the combiner style. But Superion was the only other one he was the first one that I actually combined. I have started on Devastator, and I'll talk about it next week. But I'm actually pretty happy with this.
I love that Motormaster figure just on its own.
Yeah, he's great. He's great.
Really good.
He's great. I'm going to have to find my Blast Off because I don't know where it is. But once I have Swindle, I'll be able to combine Bruticus. So, but yeah, next week I'll have Devastator assembled, and I hope that I like him. I'm kind of iffy on how that's going to turn out, but
he's pretty good. Other than that chest wing sitting annoyingly low.
Yeah, we'll see. That is what I got this week. Let's jump to the off-topic portion, which is exclusive to patrons at patreon.com/TFradio. I got one thing. It is the Mattel Create. I'm not going to open it because I'm selling it because I got rid of basically all of my Masters of the Universe. It's the Mattel Creations Skeletal Lady Slither, which came with the what is their I guess it's just Mattel Creations. That's their Kickstarter or their HasLab thing of I don't even know what the set is. But I did the crowdfunding playset that came out like a year or so ago, and it's just going to get sold because I don't care. I finally sold my Eternia set. I basically broke even on it, but the thing is just so big and annoying that I just didn't need it. But yeah, Skeletal Lady Slither will get sold soon, hopefully. We'll see. Okay, that's what I got this week. Rob, what about you?
Quite a bit, as you might imagine. Yeah, so in the order from Surgai, I tried to do as many different kinds of things as possible to see if anything was an issue or not. Because Surgai put up a notice saying that that certain things would not be able to be shipped to the United States. So I just kind of wanted to test the waters. I got a magazine, latest issue of Gundam Ace, as you would probably expect. Got an art book for the manga and anime series Black Lagoon. Got a video game. They did a Dynasty Warriors game for the series Heroic Legend of Arslan. I'm sure it's available in English, but I like Dynasty Warriors games. It's by the artist of Full Metal Alchemist. Was the this adaptation of Arslan? So it was $5. So Surugaya has really good prices on used games that I cannot read. But got the Candy Toy version of the G-Frame FA Dual Gundam Assault Shroud, because I skipped that the first time around.
I still don't have one.
Yeah. It was that I should have gotten Wave 1. I'm not sure why I didn't, because I want the Alex from that too. But yeah, I got that. Got a random like Saint Seiya figurine. Finally got the Mobile Suit in Action Xeon weapon set from like 20 some years ago with the Gatling shield for the Zaku 2. And it's Sturmfaust, which is a giant robot-sized Panzerfaust for people who do not speak Gundam. Out of everything I ordered, ironically, the only thing that did not come through was a little water squirting toy in the shape of a golden toilet.
What?
Yeah, that's the only thing Surugaya said. It's out of stock. We can't ship to you. It's still in stock on the website, so they would not. Ship it to me. Is the answer there? But they actually marked it as out of stock before the order shipped, though, because sometimes with Surugaya they just kind of surprise you by not shipping things. So that is. I'm glad.
Did you get a refund?
Yeah. I got. They did. The charge didn't go through till after it shipped, so it was adjusted. So, yeah, what did not end up paying for something I did not get. So. That at least is a good result. And like I said, the box was clearly retaped because it was used brown paper tape with Scotch tape under it on top and just Scotch tape on the bottom. I also did one from AliExpress. That was no problems at all. That's where I got Megatron. Also got another Saint Seiya's Seiya Blockies figure from the new 4th wave. Ironically, I got the same one as the small figure from Surugaya. Yeah, that's right. From Surugaya, I also got the high-grade Gundam Barbatos Lupus Rex. And through AliExpress, I got the metal frame upgrade kit to go with that. So, because the metal frame for the first Barbatos was very nice. I understand that the Lupus Rex, being, a second season kit, is generally higher quality to begin with. So, going to see how the metal frame works for that. Let's see. What else was there? There were other things. I'm pretty sure. Okay, brain is bad. Let's see. All right, I'm holding things up, so I will skip that. But I did also get Tigra for the Masters of the Universe Thundercats set, so I'm done with those now because they, like I said, they do not make the kids and Snarf. I said Snark because I was thinking, yeah, they probably have tried to combine Snarf with Orko, and I don't know how you would make
Snorko.
Yeah,
Snorko.
you'd make,
I was
you'd
going to
make
go
a
Snorko.
Yes, Snorko. Yeah, there is no Snorko figure, and I am sad.
Well, you are now.
Yeah. Now that I think to want it, yeah, I am sad about that. But yeah, so basically, I tried as many things as I could think of in various categories of things I would order anyway. And like I said, except for a little novelty gold toilet, everything got through. So hopefully this means that that there will not be a lot of problems from this, and things will just keep going on as normal for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad you were flush with success, Rob.
Thank you, Don. And that's everything I got this week.
Matt?
Well, yes. So I went through the clearance aisle at my local Walmart and found a couple things. Dawn will be proud. So I still collect Marvel Legends here and there. It's like 9 out of 10 times it's X-Men related. So I got a Quicksilver for my Brotherhood of Mutants shelf.
Okay.
Originally $27.97. I got for $7.50.
Oh, that's good. Ours are still $15
Nice.
locally at the Walmart across the woods.
Yes. And for the past couple of years, the Marvel Legends team have been reissuing like previous Build-A-Figures in just deluxe packaging. And they redid Strong Guy from X Factor. And they did upgrade like the paint deco and gave him 2 new heads, some new hands, and like a bent barbell accessory. So, which was originally $46.97, and I got for $10.
Ooh, good deal.
Yes. So I knew Don would be incredibly proud. So
I am.
That is everything I got.
I actually remembered the thing I forgot. If you don't mind me jumping in with that,
do it.
Okay. The other, also 2 other things I forgot. I got the Walmart's eBay store VIP outlet. Frequently has like Blu-rays on sale. I got the second half of season 1 of Freerun Beyond Journey's End for $26. That is $40 on Amazon. Also got, because it's the only way Macross is available, Robotech in Steelbook for like $12, $13. But the thing I forgot is the just action figure I got from AliExpress is an Avengers Endgame Iron Man. I think it's the Mark 85 armor. It's in 1/18 scale. It's a really well decorated figure. It is at least the equal of the old Iron Man 2 line in terms of deco. Very nice looking, and tragically only has 5 points of articulation, even though it is really nice looking and in scale with those, which, that does make me a little sad. But yeah, that's my brain, coughing up the rest of the stuff I got.
Cool. Don?
A couple of things. I got Joe Turtles.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I did, because with Playmates having lost the license, and this is probably going to be a very last gasp for this, incarnation of the Turtles, and they look really great. So I did pick up the All Shell Striker with April as Scarlet. I was unable to pre-order the Amazon version of the Turtlefly Copter that had the Wild Bill figure, so I got the regular one at Target. So I got that one. But the cool thing was I got 4 of the small figures. I got Shredder as Cobra Commander. I got Roadblock Ralph.
Ralph.
Ralph
Well, there is
works.
an L, but later.
Okay, Zane Grief. Okay. Storm Shadow, Slash, and Snake Eyes as Leonardo, which makes sense. The ones I really wanted was the Crane Destro. That's the one I think is just the most insanely cool one. And the cool thing was these were free, because I was able to find some things that I wanted and things that I was able to sell, and
that's not how
get
free
my
works.
money. Well, no, I'm
okay.
I'm getting there.
Mm-hmm.
So I a few things I wanted, a few things I was able to sell, and I got all my money back and then some, because when I bought them, it triggered a Target Circle reward of $30 for one and $30 for the other. So I had $60 in Target Circle money, nothing really out of pocket, because I either made it back or it was things that I wanted anyway. And so all 4 of those turtles were free. Well, okay.
Giving money for something that you wanted anyway does not mean suddenly that it's free, or else everything I ever have had has been free.
But, okay, what I'm saying
and I
is...
assure you, sir, it was not.
Let me rephrase it then. These didn't cost me anything extra out of pocket because of the Target Circle rewards that I had, and I've got money back for about half of what I bought anyway.
Agree to disagree.
Okay. But anyway, I wound up getting all 4 of the small figures for nothing else out of pocket. So I just need the rest of the wave, and hopefully the Turtlefly Copter with the Wild Bill figure.
It was
the financial views and opinions of Headmaster Don do not necessarily represent the financial views and opinions of Radio Free Cybertron.
We don't have one,
or the public in general.
Yeah.
And the last thing I got, speaking of Wild Bill, is retro carded Wild Bill.
Oh, nice!
Because I love Wild Bill, and I think he looks great.
He does.
I got him.
He's handsome, man.
And that's all that I have off topic this week.
Chris,
whether you disagree or not.
I got a new cord for my headset. So, Brian, I've been trying to remember. Was it 10, 12 years ago that you sent me this headset originally?
It was probably 9. I sent Matt the headset that he's got 9 years ago. So it was probably around the same time.
Okay, so I was trying to figure out, like, the original hardware for this has lasted me a long time. Like, this is the second piece I've had to replace. The first thing I had to replace on it was just a little foam cover for the microphone.
Yeah.
And I've got like 2 more spare of those now. That was very cheap. This cord was not cheap.
Yeah, well, it's a professional headset, so it's meant to last. And Don's would have lasted longer if his cat hadn't eaten it.
Yeah. Yes.
That was a Hank.
Was a Hank.
Yeah.
Pulled a Hank.
It was a Hank.
But that's how I'm able to be here this week.
Awesome. Diecast.
I got nothing nothing additional.
Cool. Hey, we recorded a new episode of There Goes My Money this week. It is in the feed as of like an hour ago for patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. And we want to thank our patrons at patreon.com/tfradio. You can sign up because patrons of Radio Free Cybertron get an ad-free version of the show. You get it the day before at a higher bit rate with the complete What We Got This Week segment. This week, you learn about math and dollars from Don. Or not. You'll see. So
great debate between leading.
Please don't learn about math from Don.
Yes.
I'll just say Dononomics is very subjective.
It is. It's an art, not a science. So you get the full What We Got This Week segment. You get the pre-show podcast that I post every week. You get unedited episodes if there are any major edits. There are no major edits this week. But if there are, we tell you in the Patreon feed. You get a fancy color on Discord. You get There Goes My Money a week early again. It's in the feed right now for patrons at the touch tier. Or for everybody. If you're on the touch tier, though, you get to be on There Goes My Money. You're also mentioned on the show each week and listed at tfradio.net/credits, which I will do right now. And this is going to be an edit point because you're going to hear me typing. Because I was supposed to have this pulled up already and I didn't. Okay. Kevin Dorsey on the show this weekend. It's good to see Kevin. Sent the Proto, Mollis Koenig, Daniel Scott, Nathan's Fast Talk Food Reviews, Trickster, Here's Why It's Cool, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Sean Hamilton, Sean Bratton, Eric EPY, Eric Crownover, Eric Warren, Matt Peterson, and Stir9K. Thank you all so much to join these fine folks. Go to patreon.com/tfradio to sign up. You can find all of our stuff at tfradio.net, going back a long time to the 20th century. You can find us on Instagram at TF Podcast, on Facebook at facebook.com/tfradio. We're also TF Radio on TikTok. We're all over the place. You can find me personally at briankilby.com, on Instagram at briankilby, and on Blue Sky at kilby.bsky.social. John DeLuna not here. He's at that John D everywhere. Matt does not want to be found. I don't think Chris wants to be found.
The only exception to that is I don't think this got mentioned on the show ever. Target, when I ordered more than BCI Hot Rod, like way back months ago, sent me a Scourge instead, and I spent the entire red card return period trying to catch one in stock to do an exchange, and I couldn't, and I had to just return the Scourge. If anybody can possibly hook me up with a like at or near original cost more than BCI Hot Rod, reach out to me on Discord.
Okay. Yes. Discord. tfradio.net/discord. So you're back in the Discord?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I mean, I never like left the Discord, but like I'm paying attention to it more of the time.
Yeah.
My thanks to our Discord community for being awesome and
they love you.
You know, being effectively self-regulating for the time that I was not there and like keeping an eye out. Like they're really cool people. We don't really need like active moderation, and I'm so thankful for that.
Ixnay on the Adoration May. Ols Trey. Issen Lay. Ute et they Oddcast Pay. So, Diecast, how do people get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me on pretty much everywhere at Diecast2, except Facebook. You can like my page at Reviews by Diecast. You can see my reviews on tfradio.net/reviews/ or youtube.com/RFC reviews. I also have an Amazon wish list. My birthday is in 1 week. tfradio.net/diecast list.
Rob?
I'm on Blue Sky at robflails.bsky.social. I'm on YouTube at youtube.com/@flailthroughs. Still covering Gundam Battle Operation 2. Got the Rig Contio from Victory Gundam last week. No idea what's coming up this week, but you will find out on Thursday mornings. If you like what I'm doing over there, patreon.com/flailthroughs, and you can donate to the channel or make requests for Gundam Battle Operation 2 for specific mobile suits and color schemes.
Very cool. We will see you all next week. Don, did we go to you? Did I skip you?
No, that's fine.
Don,
Everybody knows where I'm
Don, how do people find you? I started going and I'm like, Don is looking like longingly at me. And I'm like, oh crap, I skipped Don.
That's okay. I'll be this week's Melvar. I'm on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EVR, and I'm on Blue Sky at HMRC, the number 4 EVR.bluesky.social. I will also not be here next week. I will be down at the beach with the family vacation, so I will see y'all in 2 weeks.
You're missing Diecast's birthday?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's a shame, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Well, have a good vacation, Don.
Yeah, we'll be on the coast of North Carolina with family and enjoying.
Yeah, don't be too specific about that. Diecast could end up showing up for a birthday vacation.
I was about to say,
yes, but
now he knows when to go to your house and just surprise you when you get home.
Oh no!
Yeah, well, it's next week, but I didn't say when we were leaving, when we're coming back. Also, if he wants to show up where we're at, that's fine. There's an ocean. There's a lot of real estate to hide a body.
For legal purposes, Don is talking about in Minecraft.
Yes.
For my birthday. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, it's the birthday gift you don't expect.
Yeah.
It's not really the birthday gift that keeps on giving, though, is it?
Nope.
Well, it does, just in a very bad way.
Not to him.
Not to him. We'll see you next week.
I mean, at that point, you never need to give him another one. So, I mean,
the birthday gift and all birthday gifts.
Dinonomics. Ultimate Dinonomics.
oh yes,
That is, yeah, the most dangerous Dinonomics.
Yeah, saving money on birthday gifts, the Dinonomics way. This is perfect.
Okay, that was fun. People watching live, we love you. We'll see you next